It's HOA Jack time!
So here's the story behind our infamous art project on the HOA strips of land. It all started with Jacob, our neighborhood bargain hunter extraordinaire, the kind of guy who can sniff out a deal faster than a bloodhound on espresso. Somehow, miraculously, he scored a pile of posts, termite-treated, sturdy, basically impervious to decay, weather, and common sense, and a stack of plywood that looked like it had been abandoned in someone's garage for decades. And he got it basically free. Free is always a good price, right? You can't argue with free. Suddenly, what could have been just a couple of ugly wooden posts became a canvas for every weird thought, questionable artistic impulse, and bad idea the neighborhood could muster. People started painting everything from abstract blobs that looked like spilled ice cream, to cats wearing sunglasses, to what might have been a self-portrait of someone's dog. Gerald, our illustrious HOA president, of course, was not thrilled. He looked at it like the apocalypse had arrived on 2 sticks and some sheets of plywood. But that's expected. Gerald is never thrilled. The man's joy meter maxes out at watching a blade of grass get mowed correctly. Everything else? Absolute horror. And that's exactly how we like it. Once the materials were in place, we decided to let people paint whatever they wanted. Abstract shapes, questionable color choices, a cat wearing sunglasses, it didn't matter. It was community expression at its finest. The posts became a rotating gallery of weird, funny, and slightly disturbing art. Gerald, of course, sees this and thinks it's a sign of the apocalypse. But the rest of us? We sip our drinks, step back, and admire the chaos. It's free, it's harmless, and it's infinitely entertaining. Our biggest challenge, surprisingly, wasn't paint selection or bad artistic taste. No. Our true nemesis is Brian the dog. Remember Brian? Not actually a dog. Identifies as one. Pure chaos bottled in human form. He decided to mark his territory, which meant those precious posts became his personal mission. And that's how we found ourselves in the only real HOA struggle that mattered. Keeping Brian off the artwork. Everything else? Trivial. Gerald's complaints? Laughable. Paint colors he doesn't like? Irrelevant. Brian's obsession? Crucial. Managing Brian was like trying to referee a tiny tornado. He'd sniff, paw, growl, and occasionally try to bury a squeaky toy next to a newly painted masterpiece. And we'd have to step in, gently, firmly, maybe with a treat or two, just to preserve the neighborhood gallery. Meanwhile, Gerald frets in the background, pacing, muttering about professionalism and property value. He doesn't get it. The posts are art, community fun, and chaos management, all rolled into one. And keeping Brian off them? That's our most heroic act. So there it is. The posts, the plywood, the random art, the occasional rogue paint splatter, and one very determined dog making life interesting. Gerald doesn't approve. The board doesn't care. Brian keeps trying. And we? We get to enjoy the spectacle. That's the beauty of this little HOA slice of chaos. Tiny strips of land, free materials, creative freedom, a slightly unhinged neighborhood resident, and a president who has no idea how little control he really has. It's simple, it's funny, and honestly, it's everything you could want from community living.
Like and subscribe for more HOA horror stories and full-length videos on our channel.